Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Police did just about everything they could to stop this man's run from the law in Macomb County. In the end, it appears he couldn't elude Mother Nature. Mara?
Devin, 18 miles of I-75 is under major reconstruction, and tonight the good news and the bad news for residents all up along the corridor. Who gets the soundproofing and who doesn't?
All right, Mara, and Macomb County voters may soon find the county with its hand out asking for millions more tax dollars to build this. Sheriff Anthony Wickersham is asking for a new jail at an anticipated cost of nearly $400 million.
Let's take a look. Some of these renderings make it look, some have said, like a luxury hotel. But to make it reality, residents need to vote on a millage proposal the county commission is considering.
Local 4's Rod Maloney in Mount Clemens tonight to show us the plans and how people are feeling about footing that bill.
Depending on the sections of the jail you're talking about, it's anywhere between 20 and almost 50 years old. It's too small, always overcrowded. And the county for the last 3 years has been trying to figure out, how do we build a new jail? And they've come to a couple of conclusions. One, they need a new jail, but two, how do you do it and when do you do it? The sheriff's most recent jail proposal asks for a new 1,518-bed jail, although he is open to a new jail with nearly 300 fewer beds. Either way, the anticipated costs are just under $400 million. This is an artist's rendering of what it would look like on the outside. It's part of a proposal the sheriff will present to the commission this week. All along, the sheriff has said the current jail is antiquated, needs more physical room and staffing for prisoners with mental health issues in particular, and with this 3D rendering of what the tower would look like inside, he believes it would be much more efficient. And yet, he will be asking for 86 more employees to staff the new facility. Macomb County Commissioner Leon Drolet admits a new jail is probably needed, but he's uncertain this fall is the best timing and whether there's a sense of urgency.
I don't hear people contacting me saying, our jail's not nice enough. Our prisoners don't have a nice enough jail. People are calling me about the roads, about the potholes.
Still, some voters we spoke with today said they would vote yes.
I suppose I would, especially if they're overcrowded and can't house all the bad guys.
I think that a new jail wouldn't be the worst idea. I've spent my money on worse things than keeping criminals off the street.
Now, Leon Drolet is an anti-tax guy, and so he would like to see the county wait a little bit, have some of the debt that it's paying off, finish paying off, and then use the money that's already being used for that, go to the jail, as opposed to raising taxes. He also thinks that that November ballot, with just that on the ballot, may not be successful. We'll have to wait and see. Back to you.
And Rod, you mentioned the November ballot. When are we likely to see a vote on whether to hold the millage elections?
Well, you know, that's interesting. The commission is going to hear this tomorrow, but it's not likely that they'll vote until sometime in July, and they still have until sometime in August for the deadline to actually decide to put it on the ballot.
Yeah. Okay, Rod, keep us posted. Devin.
A lot of people who live along the construction zone of I-75 would really like MDOT to consider adding something to improve the quality of their lives, and that would be sound walls. Right now in Madison Heights, there's an informational meeting underway on that very subject, and our Mara McDonald is there. Mara.
Well, Devin, not everybody's going to be happy. We got a pre-look at some of the renderings of where these sound walls are going to go, and we've got people walking into this meeting right now. We grabbed Ann Lauer from Auburn Hills as she was walking in, and I asked her a simple question. How bad, really, is the noise?
The highway got raised. I can see truck drivers, I can see trailers that I never saw before. Everything got raised, and my decibel level is horrible.
Her decibel level may be horrible according to her, but according to MDOT, she does not qualify, or her area does not qualify for some of those new soundproofing walls that are going up. The decision has been made about these soundproofing walls via noise monitors, as well as the issue is this. With the construction on 75, they're adding lanes on either side. With those lanes, that ups the noise. All the testing has been done. Final decisions are tonight. Rob Morosi from MDOT explaining to everybody exactly how this works.
We had to go up and down the corridor 18 miles and do sound testing. When we did that sound testing back in 2014, before we started final designs, there were neighborhoods that qualified for a wall based on the noise level and based on pretty much density.
Back here live, density is a big part of this. You can have noise decibels that are high, but if you only have a cluster of homes, maybe 4 homes, clearly they're not going to get that wall. There are a couple interested people in there tonight, more than a couple, who want to see exactly what this is going to look like in the end. Some want walls. I talked to one woman from Hazel Park who says she qualifies for one. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want to look at that concrete in front of her or in the back of her house. So I think MDOT is in a position tonight where you're going to have a lot of people happy and a lot of people unhappy about what they're going to hear. We're live in Madison Heights tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Yeah, which is more offended, your ears or your eyes? Fascinating. All right, Mara.
All right, well, it's no secret we've been hammered with rain this spring.
Weather Office has been crunching some of the numbers and been here now to explain just how bad this has been, especially if you're a farmer. Horrendous.
Totally. Yeah, when you look at the pure numbers, last year we had an inch more rain by this point. But we also had double the amount of snow last year, so all that stuff was loaded into winter. This time it's really come since April. Look at some of these numbers just since April 1st. Farmington Hills, one of the highest totals, 5 inches above average. We would normally get 8.24 since the 1st of April, and Farmington Hills 5 inches above that mark. You can see everywhere across the area, including Metro Airport, 3 inches above, 4 inches above. And again, it's because all of this has been backloaded really since spring. That's really what's caused all these problems.
Yeah, that's not the rain totals. That's how much we are over average.
Right.
My goodness. Yeah.
And all these numbers add up to more than just puddles on your street and not being able to mow your lawn. Jason Colthorpe joins us, and this hurts people's livelihoods, Jason.
And there are a lot of those folks, like you mentioned, farmers. How about lifeguards, a window washer? Maybe you're a landscaper. Well, the rain is hitting a lot of folks like that very hard. If it isn't raining this spring, there's always evidence that it has been. And all that water is putting several outdoor jobs behind the 8 ball, especially construction projects. This crew is pouring concrete for a major road project throughout Ferndale that has fallen behind schedule.
You know, when it's rain, we can't even work because, we can ruin the concrete.
Yeah, it really puts you behind.
Yeah, oh yeah, especially lately, I don't know, I never see nothing like that,
And all the rain doesn't just hurt the timeline of this project, it also hurts every guy on this crew. The owner telling me he doesn't think they've worked a full 40-hour week since March, but 3 times.
We've been working like, 3-4 days, so.
Is it frustrating?
It is, because you can make money,
Yeah.
So it's a lot of bills,
Ever remember a rainier spring than this?
No, I haven't.
George Thompson doesn't just cut lawns, he fertilizes and seeds.
It's raining a lot, so kind of puts you behind, but it keeps everybody growing. But at the end of the day, I'm a hustler about this, and I get out here and I make it happen.
Oh, if you need a guy, this guy, he was doing 3 lawns at one time when we found him, yeah. And he's finding the bright spot there. Like all the lawns are green, he's got work. Others, like those concrete workers, though, say it also leads to working 12-hour days when you do get a good day. So
right, because there's so much to squeeze in. So I get it.
All this cloud cover, everybody, it's been so cool. We're all kind of waiting for summer to start that way too.
Yeah, you're trying to decide, should I, have ruts in the yard from mowing or just let the grass grow? And either way, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
It's a mess. Okay.
We've solved it.
Yeah, we've got it all figured out. All right, now to Bloomfield Township Police, who are investigating tonight after a test drive turned into more of a joyride. Police were called to Page Honda in Bloomfield Hills after the dealership says a woman asked to test drive a gray 2019 Honda Accord and never brought the car back. They do have a description of who it is they're seeking, a 45-year-old woman about 5 feet 7 inches tall.
New at 6, we have dash cam video of a man leading police on a chase through Clinton Township and into Sterling Heights. Clinton Township police say they tried to pull the man over for speeding when he took off and threw drugs out of the window. Viewer video showed the man speeding by homes before he was stopped. That driver was arrested and charged with fleeing police and cocaine possession. Childproofing your home, it's always an ongoing battle, which I will soon
you're getting in there.
Find out. It appears many parents are missing something in the bathroom that's sending kids to the ER. Dr. McGeorge will join us to explain.
If you're driving by the Joe Louis Arena, you're going to notice things are looking a little different. We're one step closer to the demolition of this historic building. We'll give you a timeline of what to expect.
Does this forest hold the answer to the mystery?
Kevin disappeared. We don't know what happened to him.
An Oakland County man visits a music festival and then is never seen again.
Everybody likes Kevin.
It's just a sandy terrain. So.
It's been nearly a year.
And my hope is that we find Kevin and he's alive.
The Defenders on the search for Kevin Graves. Tonight at 11.